Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. One of the interesting takeaways from Meta's conference call after the second quarter of 2023 is how Mark Zuckerberg and the team are thinking about artificial intelligence. This is obviously something that is part of the core product. It's going to play a role in advertising, but it may actually help Meta build better tools for businesses to interact with customers. That was the part that really caught my attention. And I think it's companies like Salesforce and HubSpot that should really take notice. So I want to get to exactly what Zuckerberg said because it's worth investors knowing no matter which side of this investment you're on. My name is Travis Hoyam. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And if you like this video, check out my newsletter, Asymmetric Investing, in the show notes. And let's get right to the transcript. Now, Zuckerberg talked about artificial intelligence, its use cases, AI agents a couple of times in the call, but it's this section that really caught my attention. And I'll start right here. And then the one that I think is going to have the fastest direct business loop is going to be around helping people interact with businesses. He goes on to talk about how labor intensive it can be to have people in things like customer service roles answering questions. So it's expensive to have someone on the other side of that interaction, which is one of the reasons we've seen this take off in some countries where the cost of labor is relatively low. So basically they have people who will answer questions from a customer service standpoint if the cost of labor is low to have a person on the other end. What Zuckerberg is saying is that artificial intelligence will actually allow them to have an AI agent on the other end. And it's Meta that can be the one that powers that artificial intelligence. Now, there are a number of different dynamics going on here. One thing that I want to highlight is that Meta actually just open sourced its Llama 2 model. That's a large language model that now other developers can build on top of. So a company may build its own model and then have some sort of agent that can answer questions or a chatbot that can answer questions based on the data that's put into that model. What Zuckerberg is saying here is that then that interaction itself may happen on Facebook or Instagram or Threads or WhatsApp. What Meta is doing is productizing the artificial intelligence. They don't necessarily care where your AI model comes from. That's why they open source it. They don't have to make money on the model itself. What they're monetizing is the fact that they can be that connective tissue between businesses and their consumers. That's exactly what Facebook advertising is all about. Especially small companies can reach consumers with very targeted advertising that develops that relationship no matter where you are around the world. That's how Instagram and Facebook are so successful for small businesses. Now they can take that relationship to the next level by saying, hey, we can even help you build an agent that will do customer service work for you. So I think the vision here is that Meta becomes a business hub. It becomes the place that you interact with your customers. It's where you find your customers. It's where you make sales. It's where you interact with customer service. That's, I think, the vision. And that's where artificial intelligence fits into it. In a lot of ways, that's exactly what Salesforce is built on, is being that connective tissue, that sales tool. HubSpot is the consumer interaction, the CRM tool, where people go to ask questions. But the vision clearly for Zuckerberg is that Meta's platforms become that place. So I think this is going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. Do businesses start doing more of those interactions on Meta's platforms? I think that could be a very reasonable solution, especially if these AI chatbot tools are really easy to use. So something to keep an eye on, whether you're a shareholder of Meta from the upside or whether it's companies that might be disrupted like HubSpot and Salesforce. So what do you think about Meta's moves in artificial intelligence? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you here next time.